Hello, my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. So, in the previous class, we have already finished our chapter number 8. So, today we are going to start with chapter number 9, that is more tools in Adobe Photoshop. In the previous chapter, we have discussed about the basic concepts and tools of Adobe Photoshop. Photoshop provides you with the vast range of tools and their features. You can draw shapes in it, you can combine different pictures, you can paint the picture with colors and do a lot of in Photoshop. So in this chapter you will learn about some more tools of Photoshop. So already in our chapter number 8 we have seen some basic tools of Adobe Photoshop. We have seen how to create the shapes, how to combine different pictures, how to paint and color the pictures. So today in this chapter we will learn about some more tools of Adobe Photoshop. So first let us start with the topic of using a canvas of an image. So first of all, what is a canvas? Like whenever you are creating something, you require some blank space, some stage where you can work. So here in Photoshop, a canvas refers to the workspace area, the blank stage for an image. You can change the canvas size or add a blank space to its sides. You can also change the rectangular shape of the canvas. So by default, the canvas is in rectangular shape, but you can modify it, you can change the size and you can also change the shape of the canvas according to your requirement. The canvas helps you to align the image properly in the workspace and combine multiple images into a single image. Follow the steps given below to change the canvas size of an image. First you have to start Adobe Photoshop and open an image. Then select Canvas Size option from the image menu. The Canvas Size dialog box appears on the screen. Enter new canvas dimensions in the new size box and click on the anchor point such as center. Then you have to specify the background color in the canvas extension color box. Finally click on the OK button. Okay, so these are the steps using which you can change the canvas dimensions, change the canvas size. Okay, and you can also set the background color in the canvas extension color box. Photoshop changes the canvas size and fill the new canvas space with the specified background color of the image. So here you can see that changing the canvas size of an image. So practically the steps are given how you can change an image. So step wise the whatever 5 steps we have seen, so practically that steps are given here. So just refer all that steps practically from your textbook. Okay, so the first step we have already discussed about all the steps. So just refer to the textbook, that is a figure 9.1. There you will be able to see the steps. Next is figure 9.2 will show you that here the canvas size is changed. So first the image was small. Why? Because the canvas size was small. But after making some changes to its dimension, here the canvas size have become big. You can also see the picture is also big. Okay, so this is how you can change the size of the canvas. So this is what a canvas is and how you can change a canvas. Now the next topic is painting with color. In Photoshop, you can select a foreground and the background colors. Foreground color is applied when you are painting tool such as a brush tool, and the background color is applied when you use a eraser tool. You can select a color with the eyedropper tool and the color palette. So if you want to select a foreground and the background colors in Photoshop, then a foreground color is applied when you use a brush tool to it, and a background color is applied when you use a eraser tool in the Photoshop. You can select a color using an eyedropper tool. So about the eyedropper tool we have already seen in a chapter number 8, which is available in the color palette. So again let us see how to select a color using an eyedropper tool. The eyedropper tool enables you to select a color from an open image and you can paint the image using that color. Let's select a color with the eyedropper tool from an image by following the steps given below. First is you have to open an image and click on the eyedropper tool that is available here. Then place the eyedropper tool over the required color of the image and click off it. For example, if you want a purple color here of this flower, then you have to place your eyedropper tool here over the required color of the image which you want. Then you have to click on it using a mouse button. The color becomes a new foreground color. Okay. Now you can paint the other areas of this image or another image with this color using a painting tool. Next is selecting a color with the color palette. So there are two ways to select a color. First is using an eyedropper tool and second is with the color palette. You can also select a color using a color palette displayed at the right side of the Photoshop window. The various steps to select a color with the color palette are listed below. First is open an image and click on the side arrow button of the color palette. You will see three sliders: R for red, G for green and B for blue on this palette. So like this you will see three colors will be available, that is in the form of RGB: red, green and blue. Now to define a foreground color, click and drag the sliders. Okay, so which color combination you want it in dark or dull, light shade, dark shade. So you have to define the foreground color which you want. You can click and drag the sliders. To define the background color, first click on the background icon and then drag the sliders. Okay, so using a color palette in this way, you can select a color. Okay, so with this, we are finishing our class today. In our next class, we will see the topic of drawing with a brush tool. So now we have seen how to select a tool using an eyedropper tool or using a color palette. Now we will see in the next class how to draw anything, an image or a shape using a brush tool. Okay students, so for now, bye bye. Have a great day ahead.